Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Team Prophecy arc. During this storyline, we'll be focusing entirely on the activities of Team Prophecy, as well as the three main biomes of the region. We'll be mostly ignoring the towns and cities, as well as the gym leaders. You'll just have to watch other arcs in order to learn about them. So, what exactly are these biomes? Well, the entire region is open world. However, there are three sections of the region which are a bit more hardcore. The terrain is a bit harder to navigate, and there are stronger Pokemon you can encounter. In this hypothetical game, you have a trainer rank, which would determine the scaling of Pokemon in the wild, but in these biomes you have no such luck. This is also where you'll be able to encounter most of the raids in the game. And outside of just making one, raid battles are your only opportunity of capturing a Alcamon in the wild. So make sure to keep an eye out. As for this biome in particular, these are the Woods of Dunkel, the biggest and oldest forests in the region. The place is so big and dense that signs have been put up on the trees to tell people where to go. Those who choose to go off the beaten path has to have at least some way of navigating to safety, unless they risk getting lost or attacked by a wild Pokemon. If you want to go off the beaten trail, make sure you're prepared if you want to make it back in one piece. Some of the landmarks you can visit in this biome are the town of Cogsmith, which we'll cover in another video, a large tower that peaks over the massive trees known as the Lamp, and an abandoned mansion, which was said to be the home of a great scientist. As for some of the many Pokemon you can discover in this biome, here are the oldies, and here are the newcomers, including Paling and Deervoyance for the first time, the two Pokemon we saw Egon and Team Prophecy use. However, don't think we're stopping there, because this Pokemon hype train is just beginning. Starting things off with one of the many new Pokemon you can find in this part of the region, we have Brewberry, the False Berry Pokemon. Yeah, despite looking like a berry and knowing a few grass-type moves, it's not really a grass-type. Apparently, scientists have dubbed it too toxic to be one. Using the liquids in its body, Brewberry mixes multiple plants and whatnot together in order to create powerful potions. It will hide in the ground and wait for its victim to drink from its head, only to be poisoned badly. Its potions can produce a powerful scent that will attract pretty much anything. On top of the many poisonous abilities, it also has a new ability called Dark Plague, which will inflict a random status condition to whoever makes contact with it. Well, look at thee, it's Fiddledee! Fiddledee is the flute Pokemon. It spends most of its time playing to its tune with its uniquely shaped nose. This flute nose is said to be the main inspiration for the creation of the Pokeflute. Using its special tunes, it will lure its favorite food, mouse Pokemon like Pikachu, into the woods, where they are never seen again. Any Pokemon that hears its tune can't help but dance along. On top of all of this, they also have a new ability called Undisturbed, which negates priority attacks. Other than these two, there are many other Pokemon you can encounter in these woods, but we'll get to them in another arc. In the meantime, let's perk up, because we're almost at Team Prophecy's base. Player decided to get some learning experience from me. Okay then, thanks for coming. Right, this is the nearest Team Prophecy base I could find, at least at this current moment. I don't want to cause any conflicts or battles or anything like that, I just want to talk with them, ask them some questions. I'm not really a fan of Pokemon battling anyway, so good thing you decided to show up, am I right? Not to mention nothing like learning on the job, so that's a bonus. Okay, here comes one of their grunts now. Evening, my good man. The name's Mr. Smith, and this is my assistant. I was wondering if you could— Who dares intervene on the safe lands of our Lord and Saviors? Have you come to join the Great Prophecy? Yes, that's exactly what we're here to do. What? This is our only way to figure out what the heck's going on here. Just follow my lead, okay? Me and my friend are tired of being such slaves to the system. We wouldn't mind a new world where we can flourish. So please enlighten us on this great prophecy. Yeah, nice try. It's gonna take more than that to convince me that you're in. There have been many false believers that have tried to get into our organization. So if you want to become a part of the Great Prophecy, You're going to have to pass the trial. Ooh, the trial, eh? Okay, I like a good test. Alright, come on. What do we have to do? Do we have to battle you, solve a puzzle? It's pretty simple, my friend. All you have to do is beat all 3 of the current Great Ones, and then you'll be given access to the Great Prophecy. Beat all 3 of your bosses? Fair enough. Then again, I think that would be easier for him. Sorry, I'm not really that into Pokemon battling. Is there any other way I could join? Perhaps a coupon day, where, you pass them out? Sorry, if you're not good at Pokemon battling, then you have no place in the world of the Great Prophecy. What the heck is that? Oh great, these things can be found here too. Get back! Get back! Why? What is that thing? What? You don't know? How do you know? That's a Woolert, and it's one of the most dangerous Pokemon there is. What? That thing? Oh, it's just a harmless little sheep. More like heartless little sheep. You have no idea the damage this thing can do. It's one of the most bad-tempered little rodents you've ever laid eyes upon. Oh, he's adorable. What's he gonna do? You're a little sheepy. Ah! He bit me!
Frenzy!
I'm out of here! Well, tried to warn him. Player, do you think you can give me a hand with this guy? This guy is no joke. Woolert is the sheep's clothing Pokemon. And that little trick it pulled is basically it in a nutshell. It's an ambush predator that has the ability to transform into something called its Frenzy Mode. A powerful transformation with teeth strong enough to instantly crush steel. This Pokemon first appeared in Science and Magic, so make sure to check that place out if you want to learn more about it. I think you'll need to, considering you have to fight this thing. Well, that went well. Good work, player. Although, I wasn't expecting to come across a Woolert around here. Didn't know they were native to this region as well. I'd been to the Cryoto region, where these guys are from. They're a real menace around there. Most of the Merit population became extinct because of them. Anyway, looks like we're gonna have to play the long game. Their base is just over there. If we can sneak in and pretend to be on their side, fight their bosses, do their little trial and all that, we might be able to figure out what the heck's going on here and what they have to do with Nicholas. If not, I'm sure Sarah might be able to find something. Alright, come on player, we're gonna have to be quiet around here, so try to keep a low profile. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Team Prophecy Raid. These will be similar to the Team Star raids in Pokemon Scarlet or Violet, only instead of fighting your way to the boss, you'll have to sneak your way to the boss. Raids in this game are stealth missions. You and Luker will have to sneak past all of the guards in order to get to the boss's tent in the center of the base. If you get spotted, however, you'll have to do Pokemon battle, and to make things more challenging, you're not allowed to use healing items during these raids. Meaning if your Pokemon gets injured or knocked out, you're going to have to wait until the raid is over before you can heal them. They'll automatically be healed by Luker once you reach the boss, so don't worry too much about it, but all the same, be mindful. All of these bases have different terrain in order to make the sneaking mission a bit more difficult. Here, there's plenty of wide open fields, but a lot of camper vans and tents that you can hide behind. And since this is technically the first Team Prophecy raid, you don't have to worry about the difficulty and the number of grunts, there's only a handful here. But hey, mind your step, have some patience, and you'll eventually reach the boss. Well, look who we have here. A couple of goons who think they can step foot on my turf. If you clowns can give me one good reason why I shouldn't pummel your faces into the ground, I won't. My apologies for being so secretive, good sir. I am Mr. Smith, and this is my assistant. I'm one of the new members of Team Prophecy. One of your colleagues recruited me a while ago. Look, see? My associate here is called Player. He would like to join our organization. Oh, is that so? Well, first of all, it's Master, not Sir. I'm one of the Great Ones. And second of all, what can you offer to the Great Prophecy? Oh, well, that's simple. My friend here is an expert at Pokemon battling. Why, just a few minutes ago, he took down a Woolert. Will a strong trainer like that take the cake for you? I don't eat cake. And this guy doesn't really look like much. If anything, I'd say this Mutemouth is a complete wimp. But I have rules to follow, so I'll give him a chance for you. Besides, a gamer shouldn't be too hard to beat. I hope you're ready, Squirt, because you're facing Terry, Punisher of the Great Ones. I only choose to command the greatest and strongest of underlings, so let's see if you're capable of being one of them. Prepare to face the prophecy! Team Prophecy! All I have to do is beat one gamer. This'll be easy. Go, Machop! Okay, maybe not. Looks like you do more than sit around and play video games all day. Let's go! Tsujimi! Looks like we have another new Pokemon on our hands. This is the Pikachu clone of the region.
Boo! You stink!
Tsujimi is the Labrat Pokemon. A long time ago, it was said to be the weakest fighting-type Pokemon. But during the region's more, questionable days, it was experimented by scientists. These experiments gave it a new ability called Enerjack, not to be mistaken for Archie-Sonic. This special ability triggers when the Pokemon's physical attack boosts. It even has a signature ability called Neurocharge, which does exactly that and takes priority. And when that happens, well, if you diss this thing for being a Pikachu clone, let's say you're about to regret it.
I've got big muscles!
That's right, Tsujimi has an alternate form. Its muscle form is 10 bajillion times stronger, with attack that rivals that of a Machamp. Its bionic strength can shatter through Tyranitar's armor, and create earthquakes that can split a continent. If that wasn't enough, it has another signature move called Neural Punch, where it puts that strength to good use. May seem basically invincible now, but it does have one fatal flaw. If its physical attack drops, it will revert back to its puny form, so use that to your advantage if you want to beat this thing. Ah man, not even Tsujimi could get you. I would have thought that had you. Guess you got some skill after all, but you're not done yet. Let's go, Rubion! And the last surprise on our list today is the Alcamon Rubion, Project Ruby. It's the evolved form of the Rock-Eevee that we saw in episode 2. Evolution methods are the same as Flareon. It's theorized being exposed to the Firestone has triggered some sort of crystallization with its rocky parts. Though it does have trouble keeping itself upright due to how heavy the crystals on its body are, they can pack quite a punch, both its fists and the battering ram on its head. It has a signature move called Ruby Rocket, where it charges at its victims with a fiery force. This move will leave behind stealth rocks after being used. Ah, what? How did I lose to you? Well, looks like I owe you an apology, Squirt. It's been a while since someone's put me through the ringer like that. Congratulations! You're in! Oh, really? Well, pardon me, sir, but I thought that he required to battle the other admins before he was allowed to join us. What? Oh yeah, forgot. Stupid rulings. Ah well. Sorry, kiddo. If it was up to me, I'd just let you in right now. I appreciate a trainer that can give me a good challenge. It'll be an honor to have you as one of my many slaves. And as for you, whatever your name is, listen, we're not admins, we're the Great Ones. Remember that. The Great Ones. Yes, of course. My apology, Great One. I will take Mr. Player here to see another one of the Great Ones. He'll need to complete his trial. Also, forgive me for asking, O Great One, but before joining Team Prophecy, did you used to go to Sky University? Because you're wearing one of their school uniforms. Hey? What are you talking about? I ain't been to no university. That's the 5th time this week. Why are you slaves so concerned about what clothes I wear? They're just clothes. Just get a move on with this bloke's trial already. The sooner this slave passes his trial, the sooner I get to order him about. That's an order! You said order twice, but, yes, my lord. Well, that was strange. Hadn't seen any organization admin act like him before. Doesn't seem to be that smart, though. He didn't ask too many questions. Guess it's a good thing we went for him first, then. But all the same, we haven't learned anything about this great prophecy that they keep going on about. But he did use an Alchemon, so that does tie him to Professor Nicholas, because only those who have licenses or special permission can wield Alchemon. Not to mention, he also has a Sky University uniform, so maybe he's a student. This doesn't really answer that many questions, but maybe we can use what we have to try and find a lead. Player, I'm going to go back to Sky University. That's the best place I can think of right now. If you want to join me there, then go right ahead. If not, then stay on standby until I need you. We may have to investigate another one of Team Prophecy's base of operations. Well, that was some introduction to Team Prophecy, wasn't it? I wonder if Lucre will be able to find any clues at Sky University. Well, if you want to follow him and find out, we'll have to do that next time, as our journey through Revolu continues.